Are we live? That's the question. Hello everyone. Welcome to this unusual live stream. Please let me know if the microphone is working okay. I've kind of done this setup for the first time and this camera is not very good, so I'm going to get rid of it and get another one. But anyway, it's a pleasure to have you all here. Oh my god, there's like 73 or something people. That's just amazing. Thank you so much for joining in. And really, this is so exciting, isn't it, really? Because this is all about the HP Reverb G2, which I have sat right here. I've also got the Rift S here as well, and the G1 just below me. So basically, yeah, let's get on with it. Microphone fine. Thank you, Mace. I appreciate that. As you can see, I'm using a bit of a cheap pair of headphones as well. So I really kind of need to upgrade my setup, but you know, it will do for now. So thank you so much. Wow, there's so many people to say hello to. It's just mind-blowing. I hope you've got a good cup of tea. I've got mine. In fact, I've just noticed I've just surpassed 4,000 subscribers, which is just amazing. So thank you so much for everyone for that. I'm literally taken back by that. That's incredible. So cheers. I'm going to I should have a beer really to celebrate. Camera from the 80s. Yes, it is, actually. This is a 1980s broadcast brought to you. Yeah, sorry guys, it's the best I can do in terms of the camera setup. And this little room I have for flight simming is, it's not, I mean, it's just basically a box, so it's incredibly small. But hey, this is the headset, guys. This is why we're all here. There we are, look. Beautiful headset. I've got to say, I'll just start talking about some of my impressions with it so far. In fact, actually, if I just go onto there, I'll be able to see what I'm doing. There we go. Put it right up close to the camera. In fact, that lead should be behind that thing there. That's how it's supposed to be. But I've been messing around, sort of doing loads of tests, really. I've done a couple of long flights, but in terms of just using the headset, I've only had it for about just under 2 days. So it's really all been about testing all of the different things, like the refresh rate, the trying to super sample it, if that even, you know, you don't need it to do that, but you know, all of the things, performance, and comfort. And I've got to say, the build quality of this headset is absolutely excellent. Those index style speakers are absolutely amazing. They are the best. I mean, they're better than these headphones. It feels like, how can I put it? Even though you have them over, sort of away from your ear, it doesn't feel like it. You feel like you're enclosed in the actual soundscape, if that makes sense. But yet you've got that freedom, and it's a lot cooler on the head. So anyway, wow, hi from Spain. I'm curious about the sound experience, Frank. So yes, as I say, the sound, the audio is absolutely first class. I actually really liked the audio in the CV1. Do you remember the Oculus CV1? Did anyone have that headset? I actually regret selling mine. I wish I still had it, simply for the nostalgia aspect of it. You know, the first time I was in VR and that little robot thing was just something I'll always remember, and I wish I'd have kept the CV1. I always thought the speakers were brilliant on that, even though they did eventually break. This, in terms of the bass response, I have never heard such brilliant sort of bass response. I mean, I think according to HP, they're not using the same exact driver as the Index headset. So that concerned me a little bit. Of course, I haven't got an Index to compare the audio, but I can certainly say that it's more than adequate. It's superb, and you really get that sense of being there. I took a flight in the TBM in X-Plane this morning, and I was hearing sounds I never heard before. Just little creaks, little rattles, all because of that audio. And it's as important, guys, as everything else in the headset. So yeah, excellent. Yep, I still have the Stevie one. I've got an itchy nose. Is a GTX 1080 really good enough at high res? Do you mean the 1080 Ti or the 1080? Because I can only say with the card I have, which is a mini, tiny little Zotac 1080 Ti card that I bought ages ago, and it's really stood the test of time actually. And remember, guys, this headset, at the end of the day, it has the same exact resolution, 2160 by 2160, which I've always said I think we should keep at that resolution for the next few years and upgrade the other components of the headset, and that's exactly what HP have done with this. And yeah, the performance is exactly the same as the G1 because, you know, it's still driving the same amount of pixels. So if you have got a G1 and you're running it fairly well, you know, on your computer, you'll be absolutely fine with this. That extra sweet spot, I don't think is going to make any difference to performance. It's just the lens design really that makes the difference. Build quality, Isaac. Yes, build quality is absolutely superb. Hey John, good to see you in the chat. Oh my god, there's so many people here. I feel really, really awful that I'm not going to be able to answer everybody. This is terrible. I'm so sorry. If I don't answer your question, please don't think I'm you know, I'm trying my best, because it's just I've never had this many people in the chat before, so I'll do my best. Eye tracking will help a lot in VR. Yes. Well, the Omniset version is coming next. What is it? In spring sometime. So I will try and get one of them, but I don't think I'll probably be able to be honest. I was very lucky to get one of these. The only reason why I think HP decided to get me one is because I kept nagging at them for one. So, you know, I think they just got fed up with me or felt sorry for me. But at the end of the day, it's important, guys. This, for this flight sim community, for VR, which is really what it's all about for flying, in my opinion. I've been flying in 2D in the new Microsoft Flight Sim for far too long. And as great as it looks, you just cannot beat VR. That's why you're all here, so you already know that. And this is the most important headset we'll have this year, if not the next 2 or 3 years, in my opinion. I think it's got investment, guys. If you buy one of these, I really can't see anything beating it for some time. I really don't. Pete, how's the inside-out tracking compared to Oculus Brilliant ones? Well, this is the Oculus Rift S. Oh, do you know what? I love this headset. It's fantastic. I'm in two minds whether to get rid of it. I probably will just keep it, to be honest, because the inside-out tracking on this headset is the best that there is, I think, from what I've tried anyway. Now, I have tried the tracking, so let me tell you now, guys, that the tracking on the Reverb G2, let's start with the head tracking. I nearly put it on then. I can't, I've got headphones on. But the tracking, this is what I've got a problem with, guys, right? You see this wall here? Say I'm in the F-18 Hornet and I go and look down here to go and sort of do whatever I need to do. The tracking on the G1 will just go crazy and suddenly I'll be outside or I'll be in someone's back garden. And then I have to recenter again. I've had that quite a lot, and even with, you know, bright lights on and you know, everything going on outside with the light, it still did have that problem. I haven't had that happen once with this headset. So the head tracking, it knows where it is in time and space or whatever wizardry it does. It really works well and there's no problem. So yeah, sorry guys, I am trying to a lot of these questions do take a while to answer because I want to answer them as honestly as possible. Now, in terms of the controllers, guys, the tracking, say if I had my headset here, and this is the controller, we'll get into the controllers in a second, about here somewhere, in fact, let me just make sure that you can see me, alright, because you probably can't very well, because of my rubbish camera. About here somewhere, just off the camera, about here, it starts to lose track. So around this area here, it will start predicting where it's going to be next, and it will just break a little bit, and then you'll get it there. In terms of the tracking behind you, I've got it to about there before it breaks track, which I think is amazing. And let's be honest, guys, for us VR flight sim geeks, that we, you know, all we do is sit down and fly, really. But I think even for gaming and for sort of room scale VR, this actually is a better sort of, yeah, it will be so much better than the G1, that's for sure. So in terms of tracking, it's excellent. Same when you put it up close to you like this, say if you're shooting a bow and arrow, which, let's face it, we're not going to be doing things like that much anyway, but just for tracking purposes, it breaks around there. You can't get completely up close. That's just a byproduct. That's just the way inside out tracking works. It's the same with the Rift S. But I don't know any situation where you're going to have your hands right in front of you unless you're about to crash, which, you know, that's feasible, I guess. So yeah, the tracking breaks really up close when you're really like up here somewhere, and when your hands are there. Now, also, in comparison, compared to the G1, the tracking used to break around here somewhere, and it would break about there. So you've got a lot more range with the tracking. So I hope that kind of sums it up a little bit. Bearing in mind, guys, I've only had it for two days. Well, a day and a half even, actually. You need more light in the room if you have tracking problems or too much. Yeah, well, exactly. Well, the thing is, even if this room, I had no problems with tracking with the Rift S or with now the Reverb G2. It's been the G1 that I've always struggled with. So if you've got a bit of a tricky room set up, I think you'll be fine with the G2. Oh, right, okay. Hopefully that's answered that one. Ash Deep, can you try it at half resolution mode and compare that to native Rift S? I already have. Actually, I've tried this at half resolution and it's not very good. Okay, guys, it's not very good at all. I wasn't impressed. It's pretty awful. I would say it's about the same as the Rift S at half resolution. It's not any better. So, and the performance doesn't really change either. So I kind of answered it, to be honest. So I wouldn't really recommend it. I've also tried it 60 Hertz mode, and you still get that strobe effect that you get with a G1, which is just here, by the way. There it is, my beloved G1. That's had thousands, probably hours, and is the whole reason why this channel exists. So yeah, great headset that. Absolutely brilliant headset. Does your G2 have a UK plug on it? No, it didn't when it came. But luckily I've got just loads of HP laptop chargers hanging around for whatever reason, so I was able to... But a standard HP power lead will be fine. Ducks Crow, sorry if I'm pronouncing your names wrong. I probably won't pronounce them that often, if you notice, because I just don't want to go there. What graphics card are you using? A 1080 Ti. Works really well, actually. No problem. Rest in peace, my G1. How is the light bleed? That's a good one, Jan. I've never heard that one asked before. It's far better. In fact, I said this to Melissa when I first tried it. I felt really enclosed, but not in a claustrophobic way. It just felt that I was completely... I mean, look at this. Look, guys. I'll just go back to that view again so I can see. There we go. You can see there's a lot more space between the padding and where the lenses are. And this actually is the same... Or is it the same design? Let's have a look, actually. It looks a bit different. We'll have a look at the Reverb G1 to compare. Yeah, it is. It's basically the same. You can see there. It's the same sort of idea. I might just open my window in a minute and my light curtain, because it might bring a bit more light in. It is a bit dark. Sorry, guys. It's the best I can do, really. But hopefully it's all about the information. So, yeah. Basically, in terms of light bleed, there's just none of it at all. In fact, if anything, I quite like to be able to peek below so I could look at my keyboard. You can't really do that with the G2. So it's kind of a bit of a double-edged sword, really, because it's a good thing, but at the same time, I actually quite like so I can see down so I can look at the my keyboard for whatever reason. So, yeah. How is the comfort? Also, VR face after 30 minutes, like in Quest VR face. Well, yeah, I did get a bit of banding, or a bit of a mark on my forehead. But I mean, this is brand new, guys, and the padding on it is quite. You can feel that it'll break in over time. It smells. It's a lovely smell to it as well. But yeah, like my Reverb G1, the leather face padding to start with was a bit like, whoa, yeah, that's hurting my face actually. But over a period of weeks, you get a break-in period, just like with boots or whatever or anything. After a while, it feels more comfortable. I will say, guys, that I think that now that I've used it, this is heavier than the G1. Not by a massive amount, but it's a little bit front heavier. That's probably because of all that fancy lens design from Valve. So when you put it on, I kind of wish they had a ratchet style system like on the Rift S, because the great thing about the Rift S is that you put it on your head and then you can really tighten the back so it cups your crown, and then it's just not going anywhere. I found a little bit with the Reverb G2 that because it's just that little bit front heavy, that every now and then I'll just have to kind of push it up a bit. But funny enough, I didn't do that so much today, so I guess it's just me getting used to it. But that's just something to bear in mind anyway. So what else we got here? Does it heat, Robbie, does it heat up, get warm in use? I had this on, right, from, what was it? What time was it yesterday? About 4, half 4, something like that, till about 10:30, 11 o'clock at night yesterday, on constantly. I noticed it got a little bit hot on the top, but I never felt really hot inside this like I did with the CV1. I used to feel really hot in that, and the G1 with its leather face padding, and it used to get quite hot at the front, but I didn't seem to get as hot at the front. It was just basically along this top edge here, so not much of an issue really. I've yet to do a really long session in it. I think I've done about an hour in it so far and felt great afterwards, but I'd like to do a 6-hour session in this thing. You heard this right, guys. I'm going to do a 6-hour session in this G2. I've just got to find 6 hours of free time, but that's my plan. Can you flip it up like wearing the Vive Cosmos? You can flip it, not quite as much. That's about, oh no, you can. Sorry, you can. I've just found it out right now, live on the stream. Look at that. That's brilliant. I do remember, actually, that was supposed to be a feature. So yeah, look at that. That's really useful, say if you're just checking settings or something like that. So that goes right up. No problems at all. That's a really cool feature. The Reverb G1 doesn't do that, and the Rift S certainly doesn't. Thank you for the live video. My pleasure, guys. Honestly, it's just nice to be able to, because I'm one of the first people to get one of these. I just want to tell you all about it because I know how you feel. I know that you're going to be waiting. You're going to be frustrated. So if this helps in any way, ease that pain, it's worth it, isn't it? You know. So right, let me just go back on the chat a little bit here. I'm so sorry, guys, that I. How are FPS in DCS World? That's a good question. I've literally just finished a video of the F-18 Hornet. I've just haven't uploaded it yet, but it's on the ready to go. I was getting about 35-40 frames per second. That's with a 1080 Ti card and an i5-8600K running stock as well. So basically, that's a little bit lower than I'd like, but my settings were fairly high, so you do get ghosting. But it depends, you know, on the situation and the scenario and where you are in DCS. I actually find DCS, quite honestly, lagging behind in the performance stakes at the moment. The latest open beta is pretty awful for stutters. So they really need to work on the performance of that sim. I just love DCS, but they need to work a little bit on that optimization. I think a lot of that problem is not down to hardware, it's about optimization. So, right, let's have a look here. Oh, there's so many. What? 285 people watching? Oh my god. I wish you wouldn't have told me that. I feel really nervous now. Right, I just need to take a sip of cup of tea here. Just calm my nerves a bit. Oh god, hang on. Right, let's just are you part of the beta? Oh, do you know, I knew I was going to get asked that. Yes, I am. And do you know what? I don't mind saying, because Asobo have already said this themselves, okay? It's friggin' awesome. To quote their what they said in their live stream about a month ago. I remember listening to that on the way to work in the car, and I thought, hey, well, if they said that, if I get onto the VR beta, at least I can at least say that. It's amazing, guys. And I cannot wait to share more information, but I just can't. I really can't. I'm under NDA. So, oh, it's annoying. But honestly, guys, I'm looking forward to showing you plenty of content of Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's, yeah, brilliant. Right, here we go. Sorry, more questions. I'm doing God's work. Time to build up your channel. Yeah. I can't believe it. 4,000 subscribers. That's ridiculous. I can't believe it. 300 viewers. And only 60 likes. Oh, it's nice that you're checking all those stats out, because I try and stay away from all that, really. I just, I think it's a bit scary, really. Right, let's have a look here. We're all just flight simmers here, aren't we? Loving VR. I'm trying to imagine you just all in the room having a chat over, and having a beer, and then I feel better then. To be honest, the Reverb G2 doesn't look too good for the price, especially if you're poor and need to save up for it. Looks like it will be back ordered to Hal. Christian. Okay, that's I guess you're the devil's advocate in the group. That's fair enough. To be honest, the Rift S, absolute sound buy. I love this headset. It's fantastic. And as I was testing this out back to back with the G2 and the G1, it reminded me of how the sweet spot in this is actually really good. It's not bad at all. And they got the colours spot on with this. I think the colours and sort of, I guess they're not, I mean, they're not like this. Okay, the colours, the brightness, it feels like you're wearing an AMOLED, you've got an AMOLED screen, or not OLED. I'm not going to say OLED because it's, I mean, I know that's very similar, but what I'm trying to say really is that the black levels in the G2, they're not that great, okay, guys? So don't expect them to be brilliant. They're not that great. I think probably that's the weakest point of this headset. Do you know, it's actually quite interesting. Yeah, the Rift S is still heavier than this. That's incredible. That's definitely heavier. So just to let you know. But yeah, I do feel that if we had an OLED screen, 4K OLED screen, oh my god, imagine that. That would be probably the next thing that we would love. But to be honest, don't get me wrong, I'm blown away with the colours, the saturation, and it doesn't look cartoony. It looks beautiful. It just feels right. So yes, absolutely fantastic. Right, let me just put that back and read the comments. How do you find night blacks in X-Plane? I haven't tried them yet, actually. Sorry, but I've tried Elite Dangerous in it, and it's about the same as a G1, to be honest. It's no worse. I always said the G1 was a very good headset for black levels, the best one for LCD. But at the end of the day, it's LCD, isn't it? Like, I've just changed my phone, and I did have a Super AMOLED Samsung phone. And I've changed to this, and I can tell the difference, even though they've actually done a great job sort of basically changing all of the colours to make up for it. You can always tell between LCD, but it's good. It's good enough. I think it's excellent, to be honest. So you're saying the blacks on the G2 are bad? No, I'm not saying they're bad. They're just typical for an LCD headset. They're better than the Rift S. Don't get me wrong, but it's this. They are the same as the G1. So if you go and check out the black levels in the Reverb G1, that's what you're going to basically expect from this, personally. So yeah, I'm going to be as honest as I can, guys. Seriously, it's not all going to be brilliant news. I'm going to try and tell you all the other stuff as well. To be honest, there's not a lot of bad sort of things about it. I think I am absolutely blown away with it. I'm totally blown away with it. I said a few videos back that I'm quite happy with my G1, and I was, until HP decided to send me this, and now I can't really go back. I can't believe how washed out and foggy this display looks in this compared. And let me just talk about that as well. But before that, let me just try and answer some of these questions. IDAC, field of view. Right, good one. Again, this isn't amazing news, but I find that the field of view is the same again as the G1. It feels the same. Now, a lot of that will depend on your IPD and sort of obviously your eye relief. But honestly, I do find that the field of view is pretty much the same. It's better than the Rift S. Definitely better than the Rift S. You kind of feel like you're... I guess with the Rift S, you feel like you're looking through a pair of binoculars. But with this, you've kind of got like a scuba mask on, if that makes sense. I find the field of view in this perfectly adequate. It's a trade-off for me that it's always a contentious issue. But for me personally, I'll always take a crisper image over a larger sort of field of view, but a stretched image, if that makes sense. And the Pimax headsets, which I would love to try one, by the way, I might even reach out to them actually, just as a cheeky little email to say, fancy, give me a 8KX, is it, to try? I would love to try one out. I have no idea what they're like, but I do know that they have distortion on the edges of their field of view anyway. So, it's a contentious one, but for me, it's all about clarity first. But more than welcome to change, to have a different opinion. What's that? Sound quality is amazing. I tried on and could hear even... Yes, Melissa, right. Okay, I need to talk about Melissa. She's my partner, and I kind of wanted to get up here to show you the getting this on, but she's too shy, which is fine. But basically, this is a big thing, guys. Sorry, I'm just getting distracted by all these comments. Right. What was I can't remember what I was saying now. Oh yeah, right. So when you put this on, okay, look at this. The fitting is a bit more limited with the G2. Melissa, she's got quite a small head, and she couldn't fit this on. Even the tightest, I put the head strap right to the the most maximum position, and it was like this on her head. And if you look, it's interesting because I've got a massive head, right? I've got a big head. I don't care admitting it. I have got a fairly big head. And look where the straps are on the... if you compare them to the G1, can you see there the straps? Oh, the light's terrible. Sorry, guys. Right, that's more than halfway. And on the G2, they are sort of like a quarter of the distance. So if you've got a fairly small head, guys, just be aware that you might struggle to get a decent fit on this unit, okay? So, but in terms of comfort overall, I mean, I can't really say at the moment, guys. I haven't really worn it long enough. I've only worn it for an hour at a time, so I can't really say for certain. Oh my goodness me! Right. Anyway, let's just see. Glasses, yes, Broft. I'm going to check that out. I don't wear glasses, neither does Melissa, and it's lockdown, so I can't see anybody. But as soon as I can get someone over to try glasses, even if I can get a pair of glasses from somewhere, then I'll let you know how that is. But I've heard that glasses are fine in this, so that's good. Oh God, wow, so many people. My brain hurts. Yeah, wow, I'm not surprised. Mine does as well. So I'm so overwhelmed by all these comments. Thank you so much to everyone. I really appreciate it. I hope this is a use for you guys. I really do. I'm just trying to be as honest as I possibly can. So, yeah. Right. Let's have a look. What's your IPD? My IPD... No, it's not. It's not 55 minutes. No, it's 65. So I'm quite lucky, and this is the whole reason. And I didn't realise this. I didn't really twig on until about halfway through my ownership with the G1 that I've got a really fairly standard IPD. That's why I get on with the G1 so well. It's quite limited, but the great thing is about the G2 is that it has a manual IPD slider. Honestly, something so simple, but it's brilliant, and I'm so happy that they decided to do that. They listened to all the feedback, and it makes a huge difference. To have that physical IPD adjustment, it was really needed, and I think it's made a huge difference. For me personally, I can't say either way because it was the Reverb G1 was fine. Right, okay. How is the screen door effect? Is it noticeable? Well, I think personally the screen door effect is more noticeable on the G1 than the G2. I don't know why, but I'm trying to imagine now. When you look, say, in Steam VR and you're looking at the sky, and you move your head from side to side, you can just see a little bit of screen door, ever so slightly. I couldn't detect that so much with the G2. Really clear display. I mean, the most clearest display that there is on the market. I mean, check out MRTV Sebastian. He'll have a full review for you soon. Massive fan of his channel, and I think he said in his just recently on Twitter, I think it was, that it's the most, and literally he has tried all the headsets under the sun, even the really expensive ones. He has said that that's the most clearest display he's ever seen. So I mean, that says it all, doesn't it? How is Half-Life Alyx? It's incredible, and if you're interested, I will put a bit of I'll put some gameplay of it on the channel if you want. I know it's flight simulated. Related rather, so let me know if you'd like to see some Half-Life Alyx, but it's just insane. It really is. It's just unreal. Love the t-shirt, National Lampoon's Vacation. Thank you. Yeah, I wonder if someone might notice. It's a bit faded actually now, but yeah, massive fan. 370 people watching. Thank you so much. I'm going to drink to you guys. I should have had a beer, really, but it's a little bit early in the day for that. It's about 4 o'clock in the UK at the moment. G2 mic test, yeah. I've actually got a video, Ashdeep, coming probably after this, actually, of me in DCS with the microphone. Unfortunately, it's actually a little bit distorted, only because all my settings for my microphone was from the G1. Turns out the microphone in this is a lot better, and it's more sensitive, and it has a good crisp kind of sound to it. So yeah, microphone excellent. I don't think it's quite as good as the Index, from what I've heard. Again, I don't own a Valve Index, but it's good. It's better than the G1, and literally light years better than the Rift S, for certain. Hell yeah, definitely, hell yeah. Can you unplug from the Matrix? Do you set the full half resolution system wide or just in each game? Not quite sure what you mean, Peter. Do you mean I don't use half? I tried half refresh rate on the G2 and it didn't look very good, so I quickly went back to best quality and left it there. So yeah. Okay, what else we got here? Wow, my God. All this goodness is coming up. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he was. He was. In fact, I think Sebastian helped us out because his pre-production unit, he really drove it home to the boffins at HP to keep that persistency and brightness. And I think it's because of him why we've got this sort of. We have to power this now with a plug, just to make sure that we don't lose any of that incredible, colour. And I'm pleased they decided to do that. By the way, guys, I've got the G1 cable here. I just wanted to show you the difference to the cable. If I can, my desk is so full of VR things. So this is the cable, as you all know, for the G1, and has this horrid clip mechanism here with this. So that kind of goes in there like that, as you all know. And then this goes on like that, which was the fix, obviously, that they had to do because of the issues with the displays, which was great at the time. But hang on a minute, sorry guys, I'm trying to get this on. There we go. But what obviously it meant is that you had that dangling, like literally dangling right near your neck, and it was a pain. It bothered some people more than others, and that cable was really heavy. I'm pleased to say that the cable on the G2 is really super light, as you can see here, super light, and once that's actually in there, in that little slot, you don't even notice it's there. It's brilliant. It's really cool. Right, guys, well, we've been going now for about 40 minutes, and I've just been yapping away, so hopefully you're not... I mean, I'd be bored of my voice by now, I'll tell you that. So let me know, guys, if you want me to continue for a bit longer, but, I mean, God, it's something we could talk about this all... Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Oh, my goodness me. $5. Florian, thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate that. Every little bit helps towards the channel. Honestly, it really does. So thank you for a better webcam from HP Reverb G2. Yeah. Honestly, I've never even used anything like this before, and I think you can tell. I'm not a very polished channel compared to a lot of the big guys, you know, but hey, this is as real as it gets, guys, to be honest. Just a little camera. It's getting dark here in the UK, which is not helping the lighting situation here either. So. But yeah, I'll probably get a better webcam. Your webcam reminds me of the 90s. That's really good. Someone else said it's from the 80s, so actually it must be getting better then. That's really good to know. Thank you. Oh my goodness me. Right. So I think... Yeah, absolutely. I'm just sorry, reading some of these comments here. James Kelly, hey Steve, loving the previews. What's the new controllers like? Are they a step up from the G1? Also, what kind of frames are you getting with your 1080? Right, well, let's just start here with, because I haven't really spoken about the controllers that much. I've spoken about the tracking, but not the controllers themselves. So that's what they look like. Yeah, it's getting dark in here. Sorry. So I'll do my best. So, big difference. The way these feel now are really... It's just very natural. I've got the Rift S controllers here as well. And as you can see here... Hang on a minute. I'm trying to do it so you can see them. You tell I'm new to this sort of stuff, can't you? Look at the difference in size. Big difference there. For me, I like that because... My hands, sometimes they're a little bit too small on the Rift S to get your hands around. But yeah, really good quality. They feel really nice. Just to say, guys, at the moment, these controllers don't work very well in X-Plane. So we need to get hold of Austin, that's his name, and let him know that he needs to update the sort of X-Plane to take these G2 controllers. You'll be a bit frustrated if you jump into X-Plane straight away after you get your G2, because I mean, I'm sure someone will be able to you know, work it out, but I was there for ages trying to change all of the bindings and I just couldn't do it. So the trigger button works, but the menu system doesn't work. So, you know, let me just switch these on as well, just so you can see them light up like that. The ring is actually a bit smaller, but it does. They feel really nice and really good quality. They've still got the 2 batteries. I'm still on the originals, by the way, guys, from when I got this headset. That's the ones that came with it. I've still got them on, and I haven't had any warnings yet for low battery. And they've been used a lot now, guys. I think we're probably nearly 10 hours into them now. So that's pretty good, actually. They will never compare against the Rift S controllers for battery life. No way, you know. But it's a step in the right direction for sure. Definitely. Right, okay. So many questions. Medvape, thank you so much for your donation there. Thank you for the information. My pleasure, guys. Honestly, you know, it's at least I can do, really. I'm planning on plenty of content. I'm going to test all of the sims, all of them that I know of, like Aerofly, DCS, IL2, Elite Dangerous, to do Microsoft Flight Sim when I'm allowed to. Did I say X-Plane? You know, all of them, really. One Word Troll, £5. Thank you so much. My goodness me. That's so kind of you guys. Thank you. Wow. I'm going to use this to get a better camera, if that's all right with you guys. I'm going to use this money to get a decent camera, so at least you can see what I'm doing here. Aquatic. Oh my god. Thank you so much for your donation. Thanks for the content. I appreciate it. My pleasure. Wow, I'm taken back by all this. Honestly, I really, really appreciate it. I really, really do. I just want to say it a million times because I honestly do. How good is the quality of black levels? How does it compare to an OLED panel? It doesn't compare. The OLED screens are better, really, quite honestly. Although the G1 and the G2 have the same black levels and they look great. And if you didn't know any better, you would be happy with them. You know, you'd be happy with those black levels. It's just a case of if you had side-by-side comparisons. So, Jord, does it ship with batteries? I believe so. Yes, it does. Mine did. So, yes, it does. Oh, my goodness. I'm so behind on the chat, guys. I'm so sorry. Does a headset get hot 2+ hours of use? I had it on from 4 o'clock to 10 o'clock. No, sorry, 11 o'clock. Or was it even midnight? I don't know, because like last night was just a blur to me. And it did get hot. I mean, you expect it to. It got hot on the top of the headset, but you don't feel it. I don't know how they've done it, but I felt fine in the headset, completely fine. I need to be a bit quicker with answering these questions, I think, because I'm taking too long. How's the tracking compared to the Rift S? The tracking is excellent and more than adequate for most games, room scale VR, but for flight simulation, totally fine. Not a problem at all. I'd rather donate voluntarily to someone who's releasing content straight away rather than making people pay to see content. That's very kind of you, honestly. I really do appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty, small time compared to a lot of these channels, and I don't think I'll ever do a Patreon page or anything like that. I just want to carry on as I am, to be honest. And I'm one of these guys. You will never or very rarely hear me say, please like and subscribe. I hate it. You know when you watch a video on YouTube and then you just get hit by this, please like and subscribe every 5 minutes. It's just irritating. So I'll promise I won't say that very often. And quite honestly, this is plenty for me. Thank you. What's the FPS, Masley? In what game do you mean? Or sim? Frank, 20. Oh my god, 20. Is that euros? Thank you so much. Please don't change. I like your channel the way it is. Thank you so much. I'm actually a bit speechless, and that doesn't happen very often. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Did I say thank you? If not, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm feeling a bit giddy now, guys, because I'm a little bit taken back by all this support. Whew. I think I need a beer. Melissa, have you got a beer down there? I need a beer. This tea doesn't cut it anymore. What else we got here? Oh my god, another donation. Jack, £20 towards the cam. Thank you very much. I promise you I'm going to get a decent camera with all this. I really am. In fact, please let me know. Send me a message or something. What's the best camera to use for doing these sorts of live streams? Because I have absolutely no idea. So please let me know in the comments. Wowzers. Oh, hang on a minute. We've got a beer. Thank you so much. This, actually, I'm going to... thank you. You don't want to look on the camera, do you? You don't want to show everybody your face there. There, you're too shy.
You can try the headset on if you want.
Are you sure?
You can do if you want.
Well, right, first of all, cheers to everybody who's donated and to people who haven't, just anybody who's commented and supported. This is for you. I don't know am I allowed to drink on YouTube, actually? I've no idea. I hope I don't get told off for it. But anyway, cheers. Right, Melissa is going to put the headset on. That would be really bad, wouldn't it? To put the bottle of beer right next to the G2. I can see what was going to happen there. Right, hang on a second, guys. Right. If you can climb into this room without literally falling over.
It's so tight.
No, right. There you go. See, guys, I'm not joking. This room is the smallest room in the world. Right, so Melissa's head is quite small, actually, to be honest. I don't really know in terms of sizes, but she does struggle to get a motorcycle helmet on. And I'm just going to now put this on. I'm going to literally... Right, let me just... in fact, I'll put this on, sorry. So people can see me actually. Right, that is as tight as that goes, that side. And dogs are going crazy. They're thinking, what the hell is going on? And then we'll put this strap as tight as possible as well. Right, that is the tightest you can have this headset. Let's see if, I mean, unless it works this time, I don't know. But
I think it will.
right. Oh, you got your clip there. Careful of that. Yeah. Right, you got the headset. You can. That is as tight as the headset gets.
And as you can see, it's very loose. And I was saying to Steve, I can imagine if you've got a small head like me and you're wearing it for a long period of time, all that heaviness is resting on my nose.
Yeah.
On my nose here. So if you've got a very small head, but it's very unlikely if you're a child, basically.
I think actually, yeah, there's only about 3 people in the whole of the world that has a head as small as yours. But
hey, it's worth reviewing.
But I do think, yeah, because I guess because the headset is so amazing, I'm trying to find the little things that might be of use to some of you guys in case, you know, I mean, you never know. I think it's worth mentioning. Thank you so much. Big round of applause there for Melissa. Please don't crash out the room. Oh my God, that's brilliant. So there you are, guys. I don't think anyone's mentioned anything about sizes and stuff on headsets. And do you know what? It's a shame you can't go somewhere to try these things out. I know if I get a motorcycle helmet, the first thing I do is go to a shop and try it on. VR is such a personal thing. I really feel that that should be the case with headsets. Let me know what you think, guys. Applause. There you are. I got some applause. I will raise my beer. Yeah. Cheers, Adam. Thank you very much. Awesome stuff. Thank you so much for everybody's support. I cannot believe it. This is awesome. Why haven't I not done this before? Oh, incredible. Now, I just want to say, in case you know any of you are under any impressions, I bought this headset. Apart from the shipping cost, HP did provide me with this headset, and I want to thank HP because for them to you know, provide a headset like this to, let's face it, a small channel like mine is amazing. And I think a lot of manufacturers should do the same thing, because I don't think they realise that, you know, the niche like flight simulation, even though it's a niche, there's still thousands of us, and that is a huge sale market for this headset. So nice one, HP. Thank you so much. Even if I am being very honest, but to be honest, you know, I need to be, really, don't I? Because that's what it's all about. Guy Rosda, £10. Thank you so much. At this rate, I'm not going to need to go to work on Monday morning, am I? Thank you so much. Beer, tea, coffee, webcam. Whatever you decide to spend on, Steve, enjoy, because we all will. Thank you so much for the content. Cheers, Guy. I'm going to raise my bottle of beer to you. Oh, Melissa wants to say something. Yeah? No way. Oh my God. Someone's just given me $100. What on earth? Is that what, someone from HP? Yeah. I'm so sorry. Let me just go back. Oh, no, I've missed it. IMAX. Thank you so much for your insane donation. Like, that's incredible. Oh my God, thank you. That's right. Well, honestly, it's official. I've got enough for a decent webcam now. A bit of change as well. Thank you so much. I really, honestly, guys, I'm so sorry if I've missed you. It's not on purpose. I'm really struggling to keep up with everybody's comments. F8TL Byte, thank you so much. $5 for another beer. Thank you for all the info. Really do appreciate it. It means so much to me right now. I cannot believe this is just so cool. It means everything, and this is going to support the channel absolutely, so much so. It really is, so that, you know, you can actually see me and have better quality content, and that's what it's all about. Thank you. I'm just going to stop saying thank you now. okay? Because I'm probably getting really annoying, aren't I? But I really do appreciate it. Whew, my goodness me. Oh, right, okay. Let's have a look. Massive head, yes, well, I have. Not that. Look, I haven't had enough beer for that yet. Is he really drinking Beck's? As a German guy, I have to ask you, is there no proper beer in your country? Look, we're kind of getting sidetracked here now, aren't we? Sorry, guys. Hey, Beck's is a decent beer. It's light. It's, you know, it's not heavy beer. It's a refreshing beverage, definitely. And I'm holding this. Let me put that down because that's not cool, is it? Really? Let me get rid of that. Put it somewhere safe. Right, guys. Anyway, I just want to show you while I've got it here. Actually, is a lot of people ask me about what controller I use. I'm just going to quickly show you this thing here. It looks like it's come from Fisher Price or Toys R Us. It looks awful, but it's the best yoke, in my opinion, you can buy. This has been going now for. I've had this over 10 years. There's no center detent, and I will do a proper review of this if you're interested. But it's old and still going strong, and I've just thrown it on the bed over there, and it just never complains. So I recommend the CH Clips yoke. Right, back to the Reverb G2. Is there anything else you'd like to know, guys? Anything else other than that the UK has rubbish beer? Right, I think we're about there. I think that we've been going for a while now, guys. Actually, I just really, honestly, thank you so much for all your support. It's been a huge pleasure to show you this amazing headset. So, let me just summarise then. What I love about this headset, well, obviously, first of all, it's the clarity, the sheer, the colours, the persistency, the brightness. And when you say brightness, you think, oh, is it too bright on your eyes? Because my eyes are quite sensitive to brightness. I always wear sunglasses in the car, even on a winter day, because, you know, I think it's got blue eyes, actually. I think people with blue eyes do struggle. But yeah, no problems at all with the brightness. I think it's actually brighter than the G1 and the Rift S, but in a way that is comfortable. The sweet spot, I haven't even mentioned the sweet spot, guys. My goodness me. That is the biggest deal of this headset, apart from probably the audio and the comfort and everything else. But no, the sweet spot is huge. It's humongous. It's fantastic. When you're looking at a, say, F-18 Hornet, or I don't know, like any aircraft, and you want to look down, say, to check your flaps or whatever, or check the gears up, you know, you kind of have to, with headsets at the moment, you have to do this. And wherever you look, you're doing this all the time, or naturally. Well, with the G2, it's a thing of the past, because you can just basically look with your eyes and see, yep. I mean, right at the edges, it starts to get a bit blurry, which is expected, but the sweet spot is like, you know, that big. That's a technical term, that big. Really, really impressive. And I don't know how they've done it there in HP headquarters, but I presume it's the lens design as well from Valve, but it is absolutely fantastic. It really is. The face, by the way, it comes off very easily. I'll just show you it up close, actually. There you go, look. The face padding is fantastic. It's really comfortable. There you go, guys. Have a good look at that. If you can see it, that is. It's a bit dark, I know, but yeah, really, really sumptuous padding on this headset. I guess it just feels like a real premium product. It doesn't feel like they've cut corners anywhere. And as I've said before, the audio is incredible, stunning. It's just, I mean, my job is in the music industry, so trust me when I say the audio on this headset is fantastic. I think all VR headsets should have this solution. I think Valve, maybe as part of their, you know, I guess to help them out with all their investment with VR, I think they should sell them to other VR headset manufacturers. Imagine the Rift S with these on. Absolutely, it would be perfect. Well, in audio-wise sense, anyway. Oh, dogs are woofing. My goodness me. Right, guys, honestly, I think Hey guys, thank you for the stream. Oh, thank you so much to everybody who has supported the channel and commented. It means so much to me. I'm probably going to have to go only because the light is getting dark outside now, and I really don't want to. I don't think you're going to be able to see me soon, and it might start looking a bit dodgy with the whole lighting situation. People might be tuning in thinking it's something else. So, big sweet spot, brilliant colours, mind-blowing clarity, exactly what I need for Microsoft Flight Simulator and VR. Yes, Mace, yes. I'm not going to say the last word. The impressive thing about the HP is that besides the first gen of lenses from Valve, we could... Oh, the chat's going... I can't... Scrolling down. The cost much money. Yeah, totally. Agree with that. Sorry, that didn't make any sense, but I was reading it. Can we see... Yes, the breakout box. It's plugged in at the moment, but I could probably show you it. Hang on a second. I could try. I'm going to disappear for a moment though, guys. Sorry. Oh, it's all plugged in. I tell you what, I'll show you that. I mean, it's not that interesting, guys. Basically, it's just a little box, and then you plug a lead into it, and then it goes to your main power supply. So that's all it is. It's very small. It's like that big. I daren't touch anything near my computer because something might go wrong. So I'll just leave it there. Oh, fantastic. Everyone wants to see the cable box for some reason. I don't know. Yeah, I mean... God, they do, don't they? Right, hang on then. Hang on. Let me get it for you then. I will be a few seconds. Right, let me just make sure I don't unplug the wrong lead, because that would be really bad. Hang on a second. Can I get it out like this? Do you know what, guys? I'm so sorry. I'm not going to be able to. Like this, the wires are so... There's wires everywhere, and I really can't. Sorry, guys. But what I'll do is I'll probably post a little picture of it or something on the community tab. Unless I can take a picture of it with my phone. Could I do that? No, I'll leave it. I'll leave it for now, guys. It's not that interesting anyway. It's just a little box. So, so yeah. Honestly, I think, generally speaking, is it worth the upgrade? If you've got a Rift S, absolutely. If you've got a G1 and you're happy with it, then just keep it, guys. It's a superb headset. But if you want the very, very best, VR experience, yeah, it's the G2, guys. It is absolutely stunning. I didn't think I would love it as much as this. I was expecting to be a little bit like, well, it's kind of just the G1 with better audio. It's not. It's not. It's every aspect of this headset is better. The comfort's better. The audio's better. The clarity's better. The sweet spot is the IPD adjustment. Everything else is superb. And Melissa wants to say something. I keep saying I'm going to go and I'm not. But oh, hang on a second. Sorry, I've just. Oh my God! 50. Thank you so much, CZK. Can you put the headset on without losing anything? Only using the hinge. Oh yes, Danal. So thank you very much. Yeah, you're the guy with the Discord channel, aren't you? I must sign up to that, or however you do it. I don't really know how to use Discord, to be honest. Right, yeah, sure. I'll have to take this off, though. Thank you so much for the donation. It means so much. Is that what you're trying to tell me? Thank you. Melissa's trying to sort of manage the chat a bit, and thanks for that, yeah. Really, wow. All right, here we go. I have to take this the microphone off, though. Sorry, guys. The headset off. Okay, so you see here? So, like that, and then, in fact, actually, I need to adjust it because of Melissa's head. I mean, I must admit, I kind of wish there was a more of a ratchet at the back. You probably can't hear me anyway. Right, hang on a second. So yeah, you can see there. That's how you put it on like that, no problem. And then, oh, it's still too. See, my head's massive. I told you it's big. Right, let's try this again. No, I can't. I still can't fit it on my head. My goodness me. Oh. Is that it? I hope that's yeah, right, I'm just going to put the microphone back on again because I can't adjust it. Hang on a second. Just so that I can make sure. I know what's happened here. There we go. What's happened is that the Velcro got stuck underneath the clip there and I couldn't adjust it. So let me just... there we go. Right. Is that what you meant, Danal? Put the headset on without losing anything, only using the hinge. Right, let me give it one more go, okay? Right, here we go again. So there we go. Fact, yeah. Very comfortable, guys. Really comfortable headset. I mean, generally speaking, I kind of put it on, just have that loose a little bit, and then just put it on like that. I hope that's kind of what you wanted. If not, let me know and I'll redo that little test. But basically, I do like how it cups the back of your head. Definitely, that is really important. And as you can see, I haven't put the cable in properly. But yeah, I do really love the fact that you can do that. So say if you're just testing or you're a developer, or you can just basically do this and then check in VR and then go out again, which is brilliant. Guys, literally, can you smell the newness of this thing? It smells gorgeous. I'll get it close to the camera so you can actually smell it. Right, anyway, guys, I probably should wrap this up a bit, really. I honestly am taken back with everybody's support. It's been really great. It's been great hanging out with everybody, actually. It's really... I wish there was some place after lockdown we can all go to just meet up and have a beer together and chat VR and be all geeky for the whole night. That'd be great, wouldn't it? Right, it does smell good, totally. Sniff, sniff. Right, well, guys, I think I'm going to leave it there. Just to say thank you so much to everybody who subscribed, to all your support, especially the guys who have donated. I totally taken back by that. Really do appreciate it. I hope you get your Reverb G2s very soon. I am totally taken back with this headset, even after a couple of days use. I will be still doing a review on it at some point. Expect some DCS action, and well, I mean, the channel will be using this a lot, that's for sure. Most of the time, in fact. So we'll also be checking out the longevity of it and the build quality, which feels solid anyway. So thank you so much, guys. Have a great weekend. Please stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye for now. Take care, and yeah, from me and Bex. Take care. Cheers.